all is well. My name is Ariel Turner, and this is my final and last Global Citizens assignment, number 5. And the video that I chose to do is Where's the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. I chose Where's the Love because I feel like it goes really well with Goal 16 because it's a video that's based in East LA that's basically like trying to show us, like, the viewers about what's going on in like society when it comes to violence, racism, inequality, and things like that. So I feel like this is a very good example of trying to like show how to be like Goal 16 and everything, because the Goal 16 is basically like which promotes peace and justice, and strong institutions. Which leads me to speak about the 4 terms that I decided to use for this assignment, which is interpersonal communication, culture, stereotypes, and perception. So for the first term, I chose interpersonal communications. And in my own words, I said that interpersonal communication is the sharing of messages between people on a personal level, including nonverbal and verbal communication styles and languages. So, example from Floyd is that in chapter 1, page 5, Floyd illustrates interpersonal communication through the example of a conversation between friends discussing their weekend plans, highlighting the personal and direct nature of such interactions. So in the video, on the time frame 1, I think 45 I wrote, a scene shows like a young man engaging with a heartfelt conversation with a police officer, trying to like mediate and like let them know like, hey, like we're people too, and like, you know, we aren't all bad guys and like deemed to be like bad people. And so I feel like this moment showcases like interpersonal communication through a direct and personal exchange, focused on understanding and empathy. I feel like we lack that a lot in like society. Like we don't really try to like understand people's situations. It's just all about us, like how we feel. So I feel like this was a really good one to focus on Goal 16 and like, you know, how like it represents everything and how it correlates. So for my second term, I chose culture. And for my own description of culture, for my own definition, I said culture includes the common beliefs, values, standards, and customs that define a group of people sharing their actions and viewpoints. So in chapter 2, page 36, Floyd discusses culture by examining how different societies celebrate holidays, such as the varying customs of Christmas celebrations around the world, illustrating the diversity and cultural expressions. So an example from the video was around like the time frame like 2:30, around 2:35, like, and when I say this I mean 2 minutes and like 30 seconds. The video features people from different backgrounds and everything, showing like signs and conveying messages of like love and hope, and like representing like their own like cultural background, like if they're like Hispanic or like part of like the Black community or part of like the white community and everything. So just different traditions and like their beliefs and like trying to like come together. And so I feel like this illustration emphasizes the vibrant mix of cultures around the world and their shared longing for peace, because that's what we're all trying to fight for, is peace, and trying to like come together as a community and just be one unit. But you know, some things happened, and that is what leads me next into perception. So perception is how like people interpret things or like understand sensory like information and everything, and how we like process the world around us. So in chapter 3, page 68, Floyd illustrates perception through the example of 2 people witnessing the same thing but interpreting it in different ways. And I feel like this is perfect for this because, you know, like, we're gonna get into stereotypes because my last one, but at 3 minutes and 10 seconds from the video, it's like a compilation or like a montage, whatever you want to call it. It displays contrasting images of media portrayals and real life events, and highlighting like the discrepancies, between perception and reality. So this sequence emphasizes how media can shape, build like public perception, and can like sometimes like mess up and excuse me, mess up like the truth and like the influence on like societal and everything. So I feel like this challenges the viewers to question like their own perceptions and like put themselves in other people's shoes and like, you know, take everything into account. And I feel like the video, well, like especially that part of the video, aligns with Goal 16 objective of promoting transparent and accountable institutions. So for my final and last term, it's going to be stereotypes. So we basically already know what a stereotype is, but I'm going to reiterate what it is. So stereotypes are simplified and broad assumptions about a group, which can result in biased views and prejudiced views and unfair actions taken against that group of people. So an example from Floyd that I do have, it's in chapter 14, page 102. Floyd discusses stereotypes by examining how media often portrays certain ethnic groups in a negative light, reinforcing harmful biases. So on the video, around at 2 minutes, the video depicts a scene where a young man is unjustly arrested by a police officer, and it's illustrating like the consequences of racial profiling and stereotyping because he didn't do anything wrong. So this portrayal sheds light on detrimental effects of stereotypes and how that does affect us in real life, because even though this video was put out years ago, like we still have deaths of police brutality or just people taking matters into their own hands because they feel like they have the power to, and that person was actually innocent and that wasn't fair to them. So it's like by bringing attention to these issues, the video supports the Goal 16 mission to ensure equal access to justice and eliminate discriminatory practices. So to conclude my video, I would like to say that by examining Where is the Love like deeply for an assignment, that it helps me really like apply Floyd's work and like see what they meant by this, and how like Goal 16 is supposed to be represented. And I just appreciate this class a lot, and like I did learn a lot and different communication styles and terms and everything that I have a clearer mind for. And so this experience has not only deepened my academic understanding, but it's motivated me to promote justice and inclusivity in my everyday life. So like being a Black woman in America, like it's already a little bit of like a tough cycle, but just being stereotyped as being a certain way like isn't fun, doesn't feel good. So just feeling like included in like my class and like feeling like, you know, my people are heard and like they have a voice, like it just feels really good. So I just want to say thank you guys for having like being awesome TAs and awesome like professors and everything, because the world needs a lot of y'all. So I just want to say thank you, and I enjoyed this class, and I'm excited to take Goal 16 wherever I go. So thank you guys, and this concludes my video. Peace out.